And now, live from the studios of WHUC, this is Real Talk, where we get you something to talk about.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to the first Real Talk of the spring 2023 semester. I am your host, Maya McFadden, and today I'm here with former television broadcasting professor and coach, Mr. George McQuitter. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. McQuitter founded the radio and television program almost 47 years ago in 1976, and since then there have only been 3 professors that have taken up his mantle. In addition to this, Mr. McQuitter was inducted into the Utica Sports Hall of Fame in March of 2004, and then the Hinds Sports Hall of Fame in 2018. So I've got to ask you, what's it like being at the Utica campus again, and what do you think of all the changes that you've seen thus far?
It's awesome. Just amazing. The campus have changed, new buildings, and this facility, you know, it's state of the art, better now than it was then, and it just, like I said, just awesome. Got me saying, wow, you know. Mr. Chrysler, he's doing an outstanding job.
What was it like starting up the radio and television broadcasting program?
We started in 1976, and we had, I think, about 15 students the first semester. But we started in the library. They had a media center, so we shared equipment with the media center. And of course, later on, we were able to move from the library, one room, just a one-room classroom, to this building. I actually designed this building, put out the floor plan and all that kind of thing, gave it to the architecture, and I'm happy to see that it's still
Here.
pretty much the way that it was, but it has very much more equipment than what we had.
Do you want to talk about some more of the legwork that went into just starting up the program to begin with?
Well, it wasn't, we never had a problem getting students. We never really had a problem having state-of-the-art equipment. Matter of fact, Utica was, before everyone else, we was a pioneer in radio, TV broadcasting as a curriculum. Other colleges, they had the program, but theirs were more geared toward journalism, teaching how to be a news reporter. Our program was geared toward the production aspect, being behind the camera, being the person who would direct and being the person who would be operating the cameras, the person that will operate the editing equipment. So that's why we always call it production, radio, TV, broadcasting, production.
Speaking of which, what do you think about the direction that this program has gone in?
No, this is a terrific program. I still think it's the best. I heard that you all won, 7 awards at the National Broadcasting, Mississippi Broadcasting Association. Now, there was one aspect in which I wanted to get off into, but I retired before we did get off into that kind of competition. I also one time saw that you all had Tom Journal, the morning show, come down here. That was one thing in which I had wanted to do at that time also, but I retired before we could work that out. like I said, Mr. Chrysler, he have came in and stabilized the program, and I think he'll be here till retirement also. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would do differently?
No. He has a great vision, and he really, to be honest about it, he really has surpassed most of the things that we did that we thought was great at the time. Now, we did start the TV program, you know, Utica Live and all those kinds of things. And they were in the making. And I think they've had 2 other instructors since me, but I don't think they were able to keep those things going. But he came back in, and now he's pretty much revamped most of the things that we had, that we thought was special back then, and have made it greater.
Well, thank you, Mr. McQuitter. We'll have more after we get back from our break.
Real Talk will be right back after this. For more than 4 decades, you have trusted us to be the #1 college news source that cares for you from the beginning to the end. So now, we're proud to say that we've won the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters Awards. And we will continue to try to keep you knowledgeable and focused on stories that are happening around you. We are Hinds' very own WHUC News 7, named #1 by the Mississippi Association of Broadcasters. And now, Real Talk continues.
Welcome back. And for those just joining us in the second half of our show, we're talking to Mr. George McQuitter, the founder of the radio television program, and asking about his career. Speaking of which, what have you been doing in the years since you have retired?
Since I retired, I just try to work with youth, with Coach Robert Brady. That's a passion of his. Matter of fact, he's here today on campus. I'm trying to reduce youth crime, play a little golf, travel a little bit, go to Florida and live for a while, and then back to Jackson. That basically it.
It does sound like fulfilling work. How do you think that your legacy has impacted the students that have come after you, who have studied under you, and the professors that have come after you as well?
I hope I had a tremendous impact on the people that came through this program during my tenure. We keep in touch with a lot of them. I was pretty young when I first started. I was 22 years old when I started teaching as a college professor. So many of my students weren't. Some was older than me, some was right around me. So for many years, I was probably about 10 to 15 years older than most of the people that I taught. But I was there for 25 years, and I hope I had an impact on them. But they can answer that question better than I can.
And what advice would you give to people going into this field and like the younger generation in general?
What I learned about media is that it's a field where you have to be a go-getter. There are not that many jobs out there. And once someone get a job, you can look at local media and see that they keep it. You know, it's not like every day you go to a TV station and there's a job opening. It's also a job that provides mobility. If you do well on the local level, you move to the regional level. You do well on the regional level, you move to the national level. It's a good paying job, good paying occupation. You know, TV reporters locally make over $200,000 a year. That's good money. National TV people make millions of dollars a year. So, but it's also a field where you have to be intelligent about almost everything. So my advice would be to, because you are the gatekeeper, people in this field is the gatekeeper to the world. We're the one who transfer information to the world. So when you see a news reporter, when you see a television cameraman, they have an awesome responsibility to bring that story correct to our house. So it's a serious field, and so you need to be serious if you want to go off into it.
Thank you for coming to our show, Mr. McQuitter. This has been a historical interview, and I hope to see you at our 50-year anniversary celebration in the near future. Thank you for joining us on Real Talk. See you again next time. Until next time, keep it real.